president. So the FIFA president is being investigated for fraudulent activities with the president of the United States of America. Now, this comes straight from Paris, and if it comes straight from Paris, then it means trouble. It means that it's up there, because that's where the FIFA actually has its residence on. That's when they're being nominated. That's where the Ballon d'Ors come from. So I'm just going to read this article quickly. Now, the International Olympic Committee has received a complaint alleging FIFA President Gianni Infantino has repeatedly breached rules on political neutrality in his support of President Donald Trump. Fair Square, a non-profit organization and advocacy group, asked the IOC to investigate, among several instances, Infantino's possible involvement in the suspension of a one-game ban for striker Fraudulent, which is the USA striker that the red card was reversed, enabling him to play for the United States in the round of 16 match on July 6th against Belgium. Now, Infantino acknowledged receiving a call from Donald Trump, which publicly lobbied for Balogun to play. But FIFA president said he did not interfere with the decision-making process. Right now, the striker played for the United States team, and he played as they were eliminated 4-1 by Belgium. He had received a direct red card on the 64th minute of a July 1st match for a foul on a Bosnia. Sorry, I am gonna need some time to read this. Bosnia and Herzegovina, Tarik. Okay, I do not know how to pronounce that country, but it's Bosnia. But the striker's name is Tarik Maramovic. The US went on to win 2-0 with 10 men in the round of 32, and Balogun was suspended for the next game, which was the game against Belgium. So the red card or suspension cannot be appealed. FIFA, however, posted this message without further explanation to its website on July 5th about its use of the rulebook in the case. Now, this is the case in inverted commas. By operation of Article 27 FDC, the implementation of the automatic match suspension for USA player Fraudulent Balogun is suspended for a probationary period of 1 year. Now, Donald Trump is saying, all I did was ask for a review because I didn't think it was a foul. Now, we are listening to a person that at some point before the World Cup didn't even know who Cristiano Ronaldo is. Now, that's what he said on the day of the game against Belgium. And he also goes on to say, and again, I am good at this stuff. I didn't think it was a foul. I thought it was two great athletes that crashed into each other and got entangled. Now, he lastly says, I think they made a really brilliant decision. I think the referee's call was horrible. And nobody talks about that. They talk about the red card like it's fine. Nobody talks about the referee's decision to the red card. Now, Infantino then said FIFA's judicial committees act autonomously in a statement on his behalf on FIFA's website. He says their independence is essential to the credibility and integrity of football, and this must always be respected. That's what the statement read. Fair Square and its complaint is questioning the credibility and integrity of Infantino, who has became an IOC member in 2020. The organization said he is obliged to adhere to strict rules on political neutrality in the Olympic Charter, right, and the IOC Code of Ethics, adding to the IOC and expel members who don't fulfill these obligations. Right now, as outlined in the Fair Square complaint, there is compelling evidence that Infantino has committed 5 clear breaches of IOC rules on the political neutrality through statements or other clear expressions of support for the US president. Foursquare posted on its website. This is what is on Foursquare's website, right? Now, one serious breach in the complaint was the Belogan situation, with Infantino possibly giving in to pressure from Donald Trump. Another one was Infantino's promoting a FIFA fan site for the 2026 World Cup, which appears to have been part of a data harvesting campaign run by entities linked to the president, Donald Trump. That's what Foursquare wrote in their website. So you can just go on their website and just find out if you need to find out more information. Now, here's another alleged breach. Another alleged breach was Infantino's supportive post on his Instagram account after attending an event linked to Trump's presidential inauguration in January 2025. I think I should start practicing reading these things before we go live. Infantino also publicly endorsed Trump for the Nobel Prize in October 2025, which he made more supportive comments in November. In December, Infantino presented Trump with the inaugural FIFA Peace Prize at the World Cup draw at the Kennedy Center. So these guys have been in these weird relationships. They have been in these, questionable relationships for some time. Now, Foursquare also made a complaint to FIFA's Ethics Committee in December, which was supported by the Norwegian Football Federation as well as 50 members of the European Parliament in a separate writing on June 29th. Now, the IOC and FIFA did not respond to requests for comment from multiple media outlets. Now, there you have it. The FIFA president is now under investigation, and not just under investigation, he's under investigation right down in the big offices in Paris, on the Foursquare group, which he also is part of. So I did tell you that there was something fishy about this World Cup. Please, man, if you're gonna host anything that's relating football, just leave the United States out of it. They do not know how to host a football tournament. Even with the Club World Cup that they hosted. With the Club World Cup, what they did was there were halftime performances, and that's what they're trying to bring right now. Football does not care about Madonna. Football does not care about Justin Bieber. Football does not care about Shakira. Shakira is big, yes, and she's been part of football since 2010. But let's be honest, we do not want to watch her halftime. At least before the players come in, we can watch them. The first thing that they did, they used an excuse saying the players will be hydrated due to the sun. Come on, these guys went to Qatar. Qatar was very hot and the guys played. And now the guys have been told, yep, again, you need hydration. But during those hydration, they just use it to promote their adverts. So I'm just happy that the president of FIFA is being investigated, because he's been being a yes man to this man, and Donald Trump is actually ruining the World Cup with every opportunity that he gets. Now, halftime is going to be 30 minutes, and we're going to have to watch your Justin Bieber's, we're going to have to watch Shakira. We don't want to do that. We want that 15 minutes and then the game is back on. Now we're going to watch football for a whole 3 hours. Doesn't make sense, man. Stop killing football.